Young Sheldon's most watched episode from every season. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like. Up by altering the tone and style of The Big Bang Theory, young Sheldon took a significant risk, but it paid off over time as the spin-off became a huge ratings success. With an astounding 17.21 million viewers, young Sheldon's inaugural episode nearly reached The Big Bang Theory's top viewership figures. Young Sheldon maintained a huge audience despite subsequent episodes falling short of the pilot's peak, with the season 3 finale drawing an incredible 10.4 million people. Even while young Sheldon has consistently received high ratings, a review of The Big Bang Theory spin-off's more information on each season's largest outing may be found in the most watched episodes. When the show broke from the model that made its predecessor so successful, young Sheldon took a tremendous chance. Young Sheldon is a nostalgic single-camera family sitcom with a narrator, in contrast to The Big Bang Theory, which was a conventional multi-camera hangout program with a laugh track. By altering the tone and style of the franchise's universe, young Sheldon ran the danger of alienating viewers, but this was a wise move because the spin-off eventually became a huge ratings success. Although the most popular episodes of The Big Bang Theory demonstrate that the program needed a few seasons to find its footing, young Sheldon profited right away on its predecessor's success. Viewers were excited to see Sheldon as a child and learn about his early years before the spin-off even started. This ensured that The Big Bang Theory spin-off had an audience already in place, but it also meant that young Sheldon arrived with high expectations. This audience tuned in for the first episode of the show, which helped the pilot achieve great ratings. The history of the show becomes increasingly convoluted after that. The most watched episode of a television program is frequently the pilot. When there isn't a narrative to catch up on, viewers are more inclined to tune in to new shows that are heavily advertised. The fact that Young Sheldon Season 1, Episode 1, Pilot, attracted 17.21 million viewers is still unquestionably outstanding, nevertheless. Given that young Sheldon's ensemble lacked numerous A-list celebrities, this is an incredible accomplishment, and nearly the highest audience numbers that The Big Bang Theory has ever attained. Things quickly reverted to normal, though, as the remaining Season 1 episodes had a respectable but not particularly large viewership. Between 11 and 13 million people watched the majority of Young Sheldon Season 1, and the show's premiere never again achieved the same level of popularity as its pilot. These figures are still enormous, though. For comparison, the most watched episodes of Community and Brooklyn Nine-Nine did not total 13 million viewers. Given this, it is not surprising that Young Sheldon Season 1 failed to surpass 13 million viewers, even if the show's popularity fluctuated significantly in the years that followed. The average audience for Young Sheldon Season 2 didn't rise until the show's conclusion. Young Sheldon Season 2 never quite reached the impressive ratings of its pilot, hovering between 10 and 11 million viewers. It is easy to understand why Season 2, Episode 22, A Swedish Science Thing and the Equation for Toast, did manage to draw in 13.6 million people. Even though Young Sheldon frequently deviates from The Big Bang Theory's canon, the program nevertheless maintains some respect for its forerunner. This makes sense because Young Sheldon's Season 2 finale received higher ratings than any of the previous season's episodes simply because it featured a concluding montage featuring The Big Bang Theory's heroes. The success of A Swedish Science Thing and the Equation for Toast was clearly influenced by fans' fondness for The Big Bang Theory, although it is more difficult to understand why Young Sheldon's Season 3 finale attracted a rather high 10.4 million viewers. Although dramatic events would be the centerpiece of later Young Sheldon season finales, A Secret Letter and a Lowly Disc of Processed Meat, Episode 21 of Season 3, wasn't a particularly shocking appearance. Though not much else noteworthy happened, this episode helped set up Sheldon's Big Bang Theory incarnation, as the character got his first message from Caltech. Even though Crappy Frozen Ice Cream and an Organ Grinder's Monkey, the 9th episode of Young Sheldon Season 4, isn't a particularly dramatic episode of the show, it's simple to understand why it was a huge hit with fans. Crappy Frozen Ice Cream and an Organ Grinder's Monkey is a Young Sheldon episode that provides its whole cast with something to do, with a plot that alternates between Dale and Mima's budding romance, Georgie's endearing support of his younger sister Missy, and Sheldon's battles with fake professional fawning. Because each of the subplots is compelling, this episode attracted 7.87 million viewers. Even though young Sheldon's numerous Big Bang Theory contradictions make sense, this episode even finds time to explain the origin of one of Sheldon's most absurd characteristics. Given that Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory can be so patronizing and frequently downright impolite to both investors and colleagues, it is nearly impossible to comprehend how the character has succeeded in academia. But in Crappy Frozen Ice Cream and An Organ Grinder's Monkey, Sheldon's bold candor wins over his newest investor, and the hero's college receives a sizable payout. This is why he continued to follow this strategy as he grew older. Young Sheldon's title character goes to his first comic convention in a pink Cadillac and a glorious tribal dance. Episode 12 of season